Hello there, thanks a lot for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. I'm Pete Howard, and Jethro Tull with a German tour poster from just after the 1960s turned into the 1970s on their second album tour for the beloved Stand Up album. February of 1970 in Frankfurt, Germany, and just look at these way cool graphics that very much mimic the style and the feel of the Stand Up album. Boy, you talk about cool. You know, their first album, This Was, came out in the fall of 1968. Stand Up, their second album, the summer of 1969. And then Benefit, their third record, came out in the spring of 1970. So this poster was 2 months before the release of Benefit. And anyone who loves Jethro Tull knows that, boy, this show was just packed with songs from those first three albums. Jethro Tull and Guests, presented by Chrysalis, their record company, and Lippmann and Rau, the well-known German concert promoters. And then it does say there, in German, translated Saturday, February 21st, 1970, at 7 and 10 p.m. at Jahrhunderthalle in Frankfurt, and Hest is a section of Frankfurt. Excuse me, and then you've got the four fellows with Ian Anderson very much clearly down in front and getting the biggest size. Now, you know, at first glance when you see this, even if you know the stand-up record well, unless you've looked at it in the last year or two, you might wonder, okay, is this taken from the stand-up artwork, maybe an inner sleeve or something like that? But no, as a matter of fact, this was done by renowned German poster artist Gunther Kieser, who, you know, did the Jimi Hendrix wire hair poster and lots of others that I blogged. And the LP graphics for Stand Up were actually done by an American woodblock artist. And so this is just Kieser. Best word I can think of is mimicking or imitating, you know, the feel of the Stand Up artwork. And, you know, Kieser is so respected and collected that it really adds to this poster's cachet. Then, down in the lower left-hand corner, as you can see in there in the white area, it does have a lot of detailed ticket information right under a little banner held by a band member that says concert. And so that's, you know, I won't bother translating that for you, but it's all the usual information on these German concert posters. So let's stay with Jethro Tull and their German concert posters, but jump ahead 3 years to 1973. Jumping to March of 1973 here, when the latest album was the fun, popular compilation Living in the Past. And Tull was doing plenty of material from the two most recent albums before that, Aqualung and Thick as a Brick. My goodness, you know. But you know, by this point, with all of Jethro Tull's many personnel changes, it was wisest to just show group leader Ian Anderson in a concert action shot. So that's what this concert tour blank poster does do. And speaking of tour blank, in the venue box in the lower left there, I'll come in for a closer look, it does say right on top, special guests Cottonwood, and then Tuesday, March 13th, 1973 at 8 p.m. at Olympiahalle in Olympia Park, Munich. And then lots of German ticket information. Plus, how about this? Tickets for Americans, University of Maryland, room 308. So funny to see that, but obviously the campus had a satellite office there in Munich. And then local transport by BMW with that car logo. How's that, huh? But BMW had their world headquarters in Munich, and so naturally they like to participate in these things when they could. And then, as usual, a plug for concert promoters, Lippmann and Rau. Very popular common German concert promoters of the day. Boy, I'll tell you, living in the past, right, with a couple of vintage Jethro Tull concert posters from the early 70s. Just love this stuff and love their music. Matter of fact, here it is 2016 as I record this. And yep, I've got my tickets for Ian Anderson coming up in concert later on this fall here in California. Still touring and still doing the best of Tull's great material. So the band, just, you know, the best stuff lives on forever. Thanks a lot for dropping by today. Good to see you, and catch you again for something soon. I look forward to it. Take care and have a good day. Bye-bye.